All right. Now this person requested a 2018 forecast. So we're now looking at basically the week that includes September 5th, 2018 at 12 p.m. Wednesday. But it's going to cover basically the whole week. So the chart on the left is the person who requested it. This is their birth natal chart. And the chart on the right is that chart, the transit chart or space chart for September 9th, 2018. Alrighty, so this person is a Scorpio, so they should definitely be looking at money on that day because the ascendant has got Jupiter right there in Scorpio. So this person should see money with the Scorpio. And let's look at this. And that's their 7th house of relationships. So they may see money there as well. Jupiter in Scorpio can mean questioning beliefs and things of that nature. But right at the 11th house, that Aries energy, which I believe this person has a strong Aries energy, there's Venus and Libra. So this person may get asked to go out on some type of date around this time. 11th house, friends association. And remember, the 11th house is always opposite the 5th house, which is the fun house. But Venus is right there. And even in, like I said, even in that 11th house on her chart to the left, you still see Jupiter. So it does look like some type of activity going on during that week period. Maybe a little bit of finances and around friends, association, and groups. And that's from the 11th and 12th house of the transit chart. Now, she's going to be getting a lot of information in her dreams, subconscious mind, her intuition, because of the whole Sagittarius, Neptune thing going on. And this is actually in the first house. But this is really a lot of Scorpio moon stuff, just to let you know. So this is still a whole lot of past life stuff and just stuff coming on. Soul family, soul groups, soul tribes. All this is going on. And I'm assuming some of those people in her 11th house we talked about, friends, association, and groups, some of those people will be soul tribes as well. Might be some connections to foreign things or foreign speaking things. Any type of philosophy. Expanding, whether it's something literal or something in the subconscious or conscious mind. Could have something to do with in-laws. And this is all going on in her 8th house as well with Sagittarius. So this is going to be a really psychic time for her. And if you notice, Vesta is in her chart. Vesta is with Pisces, and over here Vesta is with Sagittarius. So what is going on? They're taking things not just in our universe, but in the universe around us, and they're all bringing it through to her. But it's to be inspirational. But still, it may be some career concerns with Capricorn. Saturn retrograde is usually duking it out with authorities. Pluto retrograde, something being taken away, and Mars is right there, which can be, it could be energy, but it could also be intensity. And remember, Mars rules Aries, so wherever her Capricorn energy is, her 10th house, as well as where you see Capricorn, that might be the concerns. And again, it's still at ninth house dealing with her Sagittarius energy. Because sometimes, as I was saying before, those type of arguments and stuff sometimes are needed for maturity. Because you might be pursuing a female, she may take you for granted, she may play hard to get or whatever. Then you finally get fed up with her and tell her what you really think about her. But the moment you kind of set her straight, now she's kind of acting totally different. But it could be vice versa. It could be a female correcting a guy as well. So this is still dealing with the ninth house energy or the Sagittarius energy. And for her, it's part of her life purpose. See, this really is Scorpio, Aquarius, groups, soul groups, people, and higher courts, higher self, possibly even in-laws. And again, you see Neptune retrograde and Pisces, so it will be a lot of inspiration there. And that's dealing with the 4th house. So like I said, it's going to be a time for friends and family. The universe is encouraging you not to want to escape, but to really actually speak with these people and let Neptune help you, because Neptune and Sagittarius will be transmitting information to you, even in your dreams. And the moon is your subconscious mind, your intuition. So you can kind of rely on that energy to deal with family and friends and association and groups. And you might have some Leo aggression coming with Aries in the 5th house on the space chart. So it might be some aggression coming from your house, because Leo's in your 4th house with Saturn. Somebody trying to boldly lay the law down, but they're going to meet with opposition through Aries. Sixth house is going to be rather earthy with Taurus there. Now you're talking about value systems in a home and service, health, healing, daily activities, subordinates, co-workers. Juno kind of looking for a serious relationship. Very earthy, very 2nd house. So there'll be attempts from the universe to heal so that some type of serious relationship could take place. 7th house still, that would be more of a relationship, but Gemini is there. So remember, Gemini can be short term, could imply a breakup, even if it's a short separation. Could imply communication, but it's not going to be like deep, committed communication. So that's affecting your 2nd house, which is your money house. So it doesn't look like you would have money in that house. Some type of slighted or shorted communication, or something might have been supposed to be en route, but then it doesn't come. And then the 8th house is the moon family, but the mama's right there in the transit chart. And it's also connected to the soulmate, mama. So this is some type of connection with a soulmate or a critical event that is going to be connected to the divine mother. And when you follow your moon is leaving the 7th house and going right into the 8th house. And sometimes, like I said, that's that soulmate or a higher, almost as if somebody's saying, let's get it together. Let's try to work on this. And the moon or your mother, the moon is in both those areas, as if they're trying to help bring it together as well. And the moon is also sending all kind of things with Neptune your way. Ninth house again, bold, and that's the true north node for anytime you see Neptune working in the 9th house. That's Sagittarius. These are like highly people that are connected to the universe around them, like Neptune, Leo, Sagittarius, Uranus. They're really connected to the world around them. And as you can see, there's a lot of communication going on. And medium Coeli is there too. So this is going to be a big time for Sagittarius or 9th house energy. Very bold. Like, again, like I've been talking a lot. If you've been listening to my 2 channels, I've been talking about somebody I work with. I've been talking about Sagittarius. I've been talking about the High Priestess. And this is where they might come out of nowhere. It may actually come out of nowhere. Where somebody who, it's just something that seems like it wasn't moving as fast as we would have liked. Now I'm a Leo, and now you see Leo in the 9th house of Sagittarius, and all of a sudden, you even got Mercury there. So all of a sudden, you're on a date, and you don't even really know how it got. You don't know how it got there. Because that's like when somebody says, "Well, listen, we work together." Somehow, for some strange reason, we're always sitting together or whatever. They always assign us close to each other. But it's been going on now for a while, and I wanted to move further. Like, I'm waiting for this guy to make a move, but he won't make a move. And you're looking at her like, I don't know, And then finally somebody just says, hey, let's go. And the other one goes, okay, cool, let's go. When you want to go? Because that's happened to me. But that's what you see right here in this 9th house to the right. It's all about Leo communicating. And that medium Coeli, again, is part of that... For the chart on the right, the true north node is the life purpose of what the universe is looking at right now, and the medium Coeli is also part of your life purpose. But it's almost like he can't fail in that 9th house with that Sagittarius energy. This would be the day to move or the day to ask somebody to go out. So then you see where Leo is in her chart. Leo on her chart is in the family sector with Saturn, which can still be career or 10th house. And then her Virgo with Juno is in that 5th house. Again, saying fun with Venus. Like I said, it's just a day that, when I say day, I mean like that whole, remember how this works. Now this is like 9/5, September 5th, 2018. It's Wednesday. But it could be 2 or 3 days ahead, 2 or 3 days back, could be longer. But either way, in that time frame, this is all possible. And Virgo is trying to get it into a more serious relationship. And it could always be somebody that broke up and they're kind of talking again. Now, in the 10th house is always the career sector. And there it is again, the sun in Virgo. So that's why I said Virgo can be healing, but it can also be home. It can also be service, small animal and children. It's still daily activity. So this is going to be affecting like daily activity and career. This is a person who may have something going on in their job or Capricorn, Saturn energy, but also at the home. You know, that's what it looks like. But either way, there's a lot of activity going on in all those places. So it can be a busy time for working at home, busy time for working at your job. You may have a job where you go to people's houses and work, some type of home service. But it's a busy, busy time. And it's going to be a time people turn their attention to social issues, because Pallas deals with patterns. But when Pallas is reversed or retrograde, it deals with social issues. So whenever I say Pallas, I usually say social issues, whether it's reverse or not. And even good fortune is there. So this is going to be a really great time for maybe going out on a date or doing things at the home, whether it be business or some type of service, even cleaning up, whatever it takes. And even a nurturer is there, because a nurturer is like the moon in Cancer. So the home is going to also see nurturing. And we've already done the 11th house with the Aquarius energy. But it has Libra, but it's like time to see people. And Venus can be dating love, but it could also be like family love and stuff like that. So as far as any Capricorn career or reputation issues, try to have patience and try to go through it. Because other than that, everything looks pretty great. And again, with Uranus retrograde in the 6th house, which that would be ruled by Virgo, that's just saying surprises can happen. Something that was quiet may become loud. Something that was loud may become quiet. Or it just may be a need not to become too extreme. Because you have to have a compromise. You have to be balanced. So that's something I'll be concerned with. In the 6th house, or that energy, Earth energy, of Taurus energy. So that will conclude this natal chart. And you can always request our services offered and price list. Make sure you have your natal chart updated. You can also order this full year forecast like these people are doing. Especially it's at a great price, because we're almost out of 2018. Whatever you do, keep your natal chart updated and keep going back to your natal chart and your daily forecast. Because if you're listening to my channels, you see all kind of stuff is happening, because I've learned to just do that. I've learned to just stay working with the natal charts, working with astrology, listening to what spirit tells me, and I do fine. Without the mistake I was making before is you try to work with people and talk to people, but a lot of people are not coming for the right reasons. They're coming to astrology for selfish reasons, and that's why they're always going to be somewhat stagnant. You have to come to astrology for the correct reason, and you begin to see God do unbelievable great things in harmony with astrology, as above, so below. God bless.